I'm starting to think I'm lost. Wait, those magic cards? Sweet! Ah! Oh man, another trap! Master Chief, what are you doing here?
I'm sorry, Moot, but I needed to upgrade my magic decks, and you are the best.
But you could just subscribe to my YouTube page. I post all the best decks on there.
Do you mean I can get limitless deck lists just by subscribing to your YouTube?
Yeah.
Now the Covenant doesn't stand a chance.
Wait, the Covenant is on Eldraine?
Yeah. The Covenant is working for Jeff Bezos to turn the entire plane into anime.
To anime? Oh no, we gotta do something, Chief! Quick, cut me down! Thanks. Now let's go save this plane.
Then let's finish this fight.
Greetings, Planeswalkers! How you doing? And welcome back to the Metabase channel, your #1 stop for the Ultimate Commander decks. Today we're exploring our first mono-colored commander we've covered on the channel, and it's Imodane the Pyromancer from the new Wilds of Eldraine set. Imodane is a 2 red and 2 colorless 4/4 human knight that whenever an instant or sorcery spell we control only targets a single creature and deals damage to that creature, Imodane then deals that much damage to each opponent. So today's strategy is all about pointing our burn at our opponent's creatures. Now that might sound underwhelming, but I promise you, we can turn lightning bolts into 27 damage to each opponent easily in this deck. As always, if you have a commander you want covered, feel free to leave it in the comments or in our channel Discord. Starting off our creatures, we have Runaway Steamkin as it generates mana after playing a few red spells. Birgi, God of Storytelling, also gives us mana every time we play a red spell. Gutter Snipe is a way to ping our opponents every time we play a spell. Leyline Tyrant allows us to bank our mana, and if it does die, we can convert our mana into damage. Sulfum, Mayhem Dominus, is a damage doubler for our commander's ability. Stormkiln Artist is another way to generate more mana when we play spells. Polroth, God of Fury, is a combo piece, but on his own he works well with our commander, as we are going to be pointing most of our burn at creatures. Torbrand, Thane of Redfell, is a damage enhancer. Since we are playing mono red, we don't have to worry about his devotion. Urbrask is perfect for our strategy as it makes mana, deals damage every time we play spells, and flips into a Soggy that eventually let us play spells from our graveyard. Zada, Hedron Grinder, is a great combo piece since when it's targeted with burn, it copies a spell and targets another creature for each creature we control. Basically, with our commander on the board, we can trade our board for our opponent's lives. Disclaimer though, make sure you stack Imodane's copy first. Brash Taunter and Stuffy Doll are the ideal creatures to target with our burn because they basically double the burn spell, because they create a trigger on themselves. Neheb the Eternal is very deadly as it can make us enough mana to play out our entire hand in a single turn, and it usually means we'll win the game. There are 2 Planeswalkers we're playing. First, we have Koth, Fire Resistance, mainly as a test of the card. It finds its mountains, removes creatures, and its ultimate isn't too hard to get. Then we have Chandra, Hope's Beacon, primarily for its static ability that copies the first spell each turn. Its other abilities ramp our spells or finds us more spells, and it can act as removal, so it has a pretty good home in our deck. Now for the real meat of the deck, our spells. I'll be covering them in the order that they appear in the deck list. First, we have Chain Lightning that with infinite mana and a Stuffy Doll lets us kill the table. Faithless Looting as recurable card draw. Flame Slash is great since it's 4 damage. Lightning Axe is even better since it's 5. And of course Lightning Bolt, which has the added bonus of any target. Red Sun Zenith is in our deck as a recurable fireball. Spite of Mogis has a lot of potential since its damage is based on the amount of spells in our graveyard. Stone Splitter Bolt has a high upside since if we bargain the spell, it doubles its damage. Vandal Blast is a mass artifact removal. Abrade is a lightning strike with utility since it can take out an artifact. Cathartic Reunion is in our deck for more card draw. Plus, never be afraid to drop off a lot of spells as we do have ways to play our spells from our graveyard. Crackle with Power is our X spell that wins with infinite mana. Electro Dominus is a spell for recursion, stapled to a fireball. Fire Prophecy is another lightning strike that lets us redraw. Splitting Earth is another card with huge upside. Tormenting Voice is more card draw. Fanatic Firebolt is similar to the Spite of Mogis, only it's 3 mana and it's a minimum of 2 damage. Jessica Will, to hopefully play both modes and maybe kill the table depending on what we hit, but worst case it's a ritual or a draw 3. Meteor Swarm is a 4 mana deal 8 to the table. Just remember, if you're playing it with your commander, you really can only put 1 into it because you don't want to target multiple creatures, otherwise your commander doesn't work. Reiterate is a combo piece, but in a pinch we can use it to copy a big spell and hopefully finish the game. Valakut Awakening is a land and a way to dump a bad hand and draw a new one. Past in Flames is graveyard recursion for our spells. Mana Geyser is a combo piece, but we can also use it for an explosive turn if needed. Shiva Meteor is one of our better spells as it deals 13 damage. Star of Extinction doesn't work with our commander, but it is a board wipe, and since we're playing 2 stuffy doll type effects, it easily can take players out of the game. Blasphemous Axe serves the same role, with the bonus of only being 1 mana most of the time. Explosive Singularity is a big spell that can hopefully let us deal 10 to the whole table. Now for the enchantments and artifacts, I'll start with the ramp, and for that we have Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Felwar Stone. Next we have Fire Diamond, Mind Stone, and Thought Vessel. Then Ruby Medallion, Commander Sphere, and Cursed Mirror, which can do some sneaky things. Lastly we have Nyx's Lotus, Descent into Avernus, which also helps burn the table, and Pyromancer's Goggles that can copy spells. For card draw we have Virtue of Courage, which is 2 spells in 1, Throne of Eldraine, which I guess is a mana rock, but really we're playing it for the card draw, and Endless Atlas. For damage doublers, we have Dictate of Twin Gods, Fiery Emancipation, which is a damage tripler actually, and City of Fire, which is also a tripler. So maybe this section should be called damage triplers. I don't know. Remember, these damage triplers with our commander turn lightning bolts into 27 damage when we point it at a creature. For random includes, we have Blood Moon to punish the multicolored decks, and Fall of Kar Andros to make use of the excess damage we are dealing, and Double Visions to copy the first spell each turn. The mana base for this deck is really simple since it's a monocolored deck, but if you want to spice it up a little bit, the best lands to pick up are going to be Nykthos, Shrine to Nyx, Valakut the Molten Pinnacle, and Witch's Clinic for a cute way to gain a lot of life with our commander. Now, for the combos of the deck, I'll only be showing off 2, leaving the rest for you to find. The first combo is going to involve our commander, Zada Hedron Grinder, a damage doubler, and a spell that deals damage to a single creature, and plus bonus creature. So we will need all permanents on the battlefield and enough mana to cast our spell. So when we cast the instant or sorcery spell by paying its mana cost, targets Zada, Zada triggers, copying the spell for each other creature we control. So this is where the bonus creatures come in, because this can vary the damage. Now, ensure that Imodane's copy is put on the stack first, okay? This is important, we want her to die last. Resolve the first copy, dealing 3 times the listed amount of damage to the targeted creature. Imodane triggers, dealing 9 times the listed amount of damage to each opponent. Then just repeat that process for each other spell, and voila, the table should be dead. Hopefully you don't have a huge life gain player at the table. For our next combo, we have Brash Taunter, Stormkiln Artist, Chain Lightning, and Cursed Mirror. So we'll start with Brash Taunter and Stormkiln Artist on the battlefield, and then we'll play our Cursed Mirror copying the Stormkiln Artist for the turn. Then, if we play Chain Lightning targeting Brash Taunter, we will make 2 treasure tokens, meaning we can pay for Chain Lightning's ability, and then, boom, we just made an infinite loop. Because what's going to happen is we'll copy Chain Lightning, Stormkiln Artist reads whenever you cast or copy a spell, make that treasure. So what will happen is we keep targeting our Brash Taunter, and that's dealing 3 damage in each interval to each opponent, and we keep making enough treasures to keep copying the Chain Lightning, and there you go, infinite damage to take out the table. That's going to be all for today's video, and I hope you enjoyed the deck list, and there's going to be more to follow. Let me know how I did in the comments, and subscribe if you'd like to see better and bigger content in the future. I'll see you in the next one. Peace!